What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another challenge video guide and playthrough for you all. In today's video, we're going to be going through difficulty 4 and difficulty 5 for this original Mutagens, unlocking the additional teal gear for Mutant. So that being said, guys, let's dive right into the gameplay. Now, difficulty 4 definitely a lot easier than difficulty 5. 5 characters I'm utilizing is Omega Red, Rogue, mixed in with aspects of the Astonishing Xmen. I've decided actually to take out Bishop and as well as Kitty Pryde, just because of the fact that I found the synergy to be really good. So if you guys don't have Rogue available, then I would actually include Bishop, but I really like the fact that she can have crowd controlling aspects when combinating with Omega Red. So that said, guys, you can see to start things off here, there's going to be a little bit of damage overall at the very beginning, especially with Baron Zemo likely using ability block and so forth. But what we can do from the beginning is you can try to activate the cleanse there just to heal up everyone. But yeah, we do need to be mindful of the damage. Key targets we want to take down is going to be supportive characters such as Falcon, but as well having Cloak there and Spider-Woman, Shuri, both of them having those support capabilities. So definitely things we have to be mindful of in this first initial wave, and which is why it'll make it difficult, right? If you have the stun on Jubilee, highly recommend her actually using that. Fortunately, the stun didn't land on Cloak, obviously, but it is what it is. It would have been nice to stop him originally. You'll see, even despite him getting his abilities off, and again, guys, this is not a perfect run through, but even despite all these things going wrong, we're still able to get through without any kind of fuss. So now we finally get a chance to use Rogue's abilities here. Didn't make sense to use any of her abilities on specifically Thanos, so that's why we decided to wait there. But definitely the key targets is going to be Spider-Woman and Cloak, now that they are using their abilities, and we can see that Spider-Woman is actually quite squishy in this wave. And okay to leave characters like Thanos around, just because of the fact that he's just really going to be a main tank and getting in our way, but that is quite right. Now finally we get a chance here to break away from the taunt, and I used the special there to finish off Spider-Woman there. Could have been used on Cloak as well, but they're both pretty squishy. And then now we go ahead and we just start using our damage here on Cloak. Getting him out of the way would be really good, just because again, like, his negatives are so devastating, but thankfully these guys are lower because of it being a difficulty 4 level. And now we just go ahead and resume damage, finishing off Cloak here. Pretty close. There we go. And after doing so, guys, the main reason why as well, that synergy with Dagger being in the next wave, so that's why it is going to be important to focus on taking down and finishing off Cloak. Yeah, in this wave there is some squishier guys we could have taken down, like Zemo and Shuri, but honestly I don't see them as big of an issue as combinating and taking down the new warriors there. So 9 out of 12 enemies left, guys. Now we get a second chance here to use Rogue's abilities. And then we go ahead and we actually go try to stun, but it didn't work there, so that's okay. But we have Omega Red next up. So again, this is why I love having that synergy of both Omega and Rogue, just because they have so much crowd controlling. If you have these two in the game for these nodes, and as well as Jubilee, this is going to pretty much make short work of these nodes here. So great opportunity now once again to use Beast. So we'll go ahead, we'll use to finish it off. 7 out of 12 left. Again, Shuri, Thanos, they're gonna have a lot of sustain just because tanking and healing, but it is what it is. We go ahead, we use the special there to stun, and finishing off Shuri. Now that's the healer, and again, we're looking pretty good, guys. We're looking really good shape. As you can see, they're not that powerful. Afterwards, 6 out of 12. We should get to the last wave here, and you do see that it does spawn actually Icarus in this last wave, as well as Minerva, who can actually revive too. So she's actually the one I would recommend actually in ability blocking, just because you just don't know if she's going to be able to get additional energy to actually revive or heal, and she's got some pretty strong abilities. Afterwards, we can definitely focus mostly everything on taking down whoever's weak. Keep in mind, again, if you're using the aspects of the Astonishing Xmen like I am, anytime an enemy goes down, it's going to trigger Jubilee's passive, which actually allows us to get the turn meter back. So it helps us for the Astonishing Xmen crew. And now we're in a great position again. Jubilee with the crowd controlling, combining with Omega Red and Rogue here, stunning Icarus. So again, putting us in a very good spot. The key to these nodes definitely is if you have some crowd controlling aspect, we can really control and manage these waves, even despite the fact that some hiccups can go along the way. Go ahead now, finish off call there, and yeah, very straightforward, guys. And keep in mind too, because this is not like a dark dimension or scourge or even just going through the raids, the abilities and energy is not safe. So you go ahead, use all the abilities that you would like, because we're gonna be starting off from a fresh slate for the next difficulty here. So we finish off Icarus, and then I should leave Kingpin being the very end here, and take your time, you just go ahead and finish him off. And that will conclude our difficulty 4 run. And again, guys, a lot easier than difficulty 5, as you'll see. There's gonna be a little bit of RNG involved in difficulty 5. I've noticed with these challenges that that seems to be the pain point for them elevating the gameplay and competitiveness there. So yeah, that said, it's gonna be the exact same roster, guys. So we'll just dive right in now to the gameplay for difficulty 5. Now for this change, guys, I did actually swap out Iceman for Kitty Pryde, because I really want to take advantage of her offense down, but as well her granting evasion to the fellow astonishing X-Men. I found that did help actually for this node, surprisingly enough. So you'll see that slight swap there. Starting things off, you're gonna see that Magneto actually right from the get-go is gonna activate his ultimate to blind us. So we're not in a great spot already, but it is what it is. I actually went ahead and missed my ability there, but that's okay. We just go ahead and just use the blind attacks there and just get them out of the way, so that way we can go ahead and do our thing. Or if you have beast to cleanse, that would be ideal. But yeah, this initial wave, it's not terrible. It's just more so the timing of Magneto's ultimate and kind of leaving us pretty much waiting for the blind to subside, so that way we can start doing our thing for damage wise. Now, what I would recommend from the very beginning, after some trial and error, is actually stunning Blob at the beginning. He just does a lot of damage overall, and we're going to try to start things off here with Beast's ultimate. And the other one we do want to focus is Negative Sonic Teenage Warhead, just because of the fact that she's got some really good damage. She can strip away some of her positive buffs, and just controlling her is really, really good. And as well as Strife. Strife also having the mind control attack, so that's why just getting them out of the way, guys, is going to help and go a long ways, trust me. Now with Kitty Pryde, yeah, you can just go ahead, use her basic there, but this is how we kind of want to proceed with the battle here. You know, maybe I shouldn't have used Beast's special there, because our HP was actually pretty good. But, you know, let's go ahead now. We'll go ahead and start using our attacks here, and just resume finishing off Teenage Warhead. She's going to be the first one to go take down first. And again, now if you have the refresh there, Omega Red, just love how much damage you can do with the Striker, and we can start kind of saving some abilities here. We still have Rogue's stun here, so we're actually going to use it again on Blob, just continually control him. Again, we just don't want to make him move, and while we're all taking down everybody else, this is really going to help. As you'll see, guys, in the next wave, we're just really setting up the stage here. Otherwise, everyone else is blinded, so we're just going ahead in the motions here, doing damage, making work, and trying to just do as much spreading of damage as much as possible. If you can weaken all of them together at once, that would be really ideal. That's why I love Omega Red's damage. Just the fact that his even his basic scaling with HP and having him as a striker getting the double strike is huge. So go ahead here, just continue plugging along here. And this is a good spot to be. This is a good spot to be. They're all pretty like weak overall now, and we have a lot of our abilities kind of saved up. And as you can see, I've been using Jubilee strategically just to kind of blind whoever I think is gonna have the turn, right? So Blob goes down finally. We don't really care about that minion there for the hand, so we'll just continue doing business here, using the blind there once again just to mitigate some damage. And then resuming the damage there, Rogue, just finishing off Strife here. Try to weaken him as much as possible because we know the next wave's coming. And again, trying not to use abilities because we're going to be needing everything in the next wave. Yeah, even if there's a heal, that's okay, because like I said, we're just building up our energy anyways. So that's why we like leaving characters like that, because it actually does help us, especially when we know another wave is coming. There we go. And now finally, last but not least. But you'll see the reason why we leave her, just because at the very end here, the next wave should spawn, and they're very powerful as well. The mixture of the Secret Avengers mixed with Nick Fury, having that support with Lady Deathstrike. So right from the get-go, guys, I recommend shutting down Maria Hill, just because we know that she actually has a heal for her ultimate. So we don't want to trigger that in any way, shape, or form. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start allocating some offense downs with Omega Red special there. We want to take away some of the deflects from Captain Sam, because he's gonna be very powerful in this wave if we don't control him. So going through all the deflects, and you can see I tried to use Jubilee to land the stun. It actually failed, so not good there. Now we have another chance here with Rogue, and it does work out. So again, controlling him is going to be really, really important, guys. You'll see why. Just because if you let him run loose here in this node, especially with the supportive cast that he has, it can be very dangerous. As well as making sure that we control Maria Hill, so that way there isn't a cleanse that's involved here. Before long then, afterwards, Captain Sam should get his turn back pretty quickly here, but you can see right again, I use Omega Red to actually go ahead and actually ability block Captain Sam. I'm really controlling him, as well as Maria Hill, and blinding Lady Deathstrike. So that's gonna be really the key for this wave. Otherwise, guys, it could be a very dangerous run. Now, taking down those streets strategically, it should actually prompt the last and final wave for this node, and it's gonna include Squirrel Girl, who also has a cleanse. But it's the main reason why we started attacking Lady Deathstrike, but we didn't finish her off, because now we should be able to clean up, right? And it's gonna ideally leave us in a really good spot with all these healers on the board here. But having Doctor Strange, Heartless with Killmonger and Squirrel Girl, it could be dangerous if she times her heal right when we start this wave. So thankfully, we've been able to clean up everybody else from the previous nodes, as well getting a stun back with Jubilee controlling Squirrel Girl. So that's really, really good for us. Again, this video makes it look easy, guys, but you'll see that if you go through, there's gonna be a little bit of luck involved because of the way it played out for me. But again, now in this final node, I recommend taking down the damage dealers. Even if you can ability block Doctor Strange Heartless, as I did right there, it just gives us a really good fighting chance, because in this last wave, if they have the supporting cast of those Secret Avengers with Nick Fury, that's where it can get very, very dangerous, especially if you take down the enemies faster than you should, right? There's also very careful wave management, so that's why it's always important to stress and understand when the next waves drop, because sometimes if they drop too prematurely, we could pay the price for it. So we're in a really good spot, guys. Even timing right there, the attack there with Doctor Strange Heartless right before Squirrel Girl getting her turn, even if she has a cleanse, it's not going to matter to us, because we've pretty much got this now in the books. So as you guys can see, really, really good management of the waves. And again, thanks in no small part to the powerful synergies of Omega Red, Rogue, and Jubilee having that the crowd controlling aspect as well with her blinds and the stun. So afterwards, guys, there we go. That is the 3-star unlock as well for difficulty 5. Not as bad as the previous ones we've seen so far with the videos, but Mutants is definitely a good one to have, especially now that we have the mutant gear being funneled. So thank you as always, you guys. I hope this video was able to help you guys progress further, and I'll see you guys in the next one.